live soap school coming at you on this DIY Thursday. As you can see below the video, we have a very exciting announcement, and we are also going to show you how to make your own soap at home. If you are catching this on the replay, be sure to let me know by typing something in the comments. I heard one of your comments pop up, but I don't see it. Where is your comments? Hold on. Let me find it. Bam. Okay, it'll come up at some point, I'm sure. I'll give it a second. So, if you are brand new, be sure to let me know that you are new. If you have never watched us live before, that is cool too. But we are celebrating. Hey, Chica, you switch sides. Well, come on over to this side, Sarah. You're here, which is where it matters. So, as you can see, what I have scrolling right below the video is a very near and dear project to my heart. I have created the More Than Soap Virtual Soap Summit. So if you are someone who is sitting at home and you're trying to figure out, how can I make my own soap? How can I make my own lotion? How can I make my own candles? How can I use herbs? How can I start an online store? Oh my God, I've had to close my store. How can I leverage this online stuff? How can I start a podcast? All of that will be covered in 2 days, where I have brought speakers from as far away as the Philippines to California to Chicago to Pittsburgh, and you get to attend right on your phone. How cool is that? Hey, James, is the volume low? I hope it's not low, Shara. Let me go to the sound. Microphone check. Let's bring it up. How about now? Is it still low? How's the sound doing for you? Hello, Cheryl LaBelle. How are you? Philadelphia in the house, without a doubt. Is Philly in the house, without a doubt. Yes, we are here. So I'm hoping that the sound is okay. Bonita, how are you? So, if you have any questions whatsoever about the Virtual Soap Summit, and we're calling it More Than Soap because it is so much more than soap. For any of you that have been here along with me on this journey, it's an idea. It's an idea that everybody wins. The little guy, the big guy, the bigger guy, whoever. Everybody can do something with their skills and their talents. You're beautifully innovative. Yes, I was able to bring together all of my instructional design experience from the corporate space, passion of my soap making, meld the two together, and combine people from all over the world to be able to show you at home how to make your own soap. But I don't want you guys to think that this is actually clickbait. Oh, and I got an announcement. I also found out that one of the industry conferences who had previously canceled has decided to go ahead and offer it for free if you join their membership. So if you are somebody and they're going to do it on April the 8th. So if you are interested in getting it for free, you just have to become a member, which is pretty freaking awesome. And just to think, somebody just as little as me, little old me, and now they were going to cancel, and now they get a chance to kind of do it and still serve their members. So if you want to get a free version of it, that's all you have to do is pay for a membership, which is pretty cool. All right, so what I'm going to show you guys today is how we make our own soap at home. What you need to do is relax, relate, release. Say it with me now. Relax, relate, release. Hey, Sharon, how are you? Good to see you, and welcome to the broadcast. And if you have not told me already, I see that we are up to 96 people across the platforms. If you are watching on Twitter specifically, go ahead and retweet it out. Send out that Twitter bird. If you are watching on YouTube, give us a big old thumbs up. And also tell me your name and where you're watching from. If you're watching on any of the Facebook channels, whether that be in Australia, in Mexico, in Canada, in Ghana, wherever you are watching, or just the United States, I mean, you don't have to be outside of the country, let me know so I can say, hey, how are you? Dolly, oh Dolly, good morning. I think I'm supposed to say good day, mate, to you, but I'm not certain of it. Blessed, my dear. I am very happy to hear that. So, As you guys know, we did an unboxing Sunday or Monday, one of those days, and our folks over at hashtag Baraka Clan sent us a ton of coconut oil, palm kernel oil, cocoa butter that smells like chocolate, and then they also sent us some shea butter. Guys, I got a chance to actually meet the women who make this shea butter. I savor every single drop of it. Every drop of it. You're like in, what did you say? You're like in organometabon ripping into problems. Bravo! You know, it's a skill. It's a skill. In West Virginia, welcome to the broadcast. Yolanda is checking in. One of our, I got several of my speakers on. Pretty freaking cool. So Yolanda will be speaking all about podcasting. So if you're trying to figure out how to build your brand, leveraging podcasting, you need to be at the summit. Hashtag more than soap. We also have the beautiful Connie joining. Hello, Connie. Connie will be teaching you how to make lotion. Lotion that does not dry your skin out. We also have the amazing Elin waving at you from the great state of Texas. I always say the great state of Dallas, Texas. I know it's not. I know Dallas isn't a state, but I always feel like I should say that. So we have Elin, who actually runs the Soap Maker Seminar, and she has a really awesome group down there in Texas, and she's really somebody that I love to talk to. Very encouraging with her words as well. And Bonita checking in from Rhode Island on the YouTube side. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So if you are curious, what is it that we are going to be making tonight? What is it? I tell you, I shall show you right here. We are going to be making soap. How exciting is that? And we have several of the ingredients so you guys can kind of see, because when I did the unboxing last Sunday-ish, right? We did it one of those days. When I did the unboxing, somebody said, I wish you would have opened the container so we could see it. So I didn't want to open it because Paige was actually right here, and her hands are like octopus arms. You just can't, you just don't know. You would have like a 5-year-old's handprint in here. It's not what we're after. It's not what we're going for. So what we have is palm kernel oil. And palm kernel oil is very similar to coconut oil in that it's very cleansing. If you use too much of it, though, it can be drying to the skin. Now, we definitely want to create something that is cleansing to the skin, but we don't want it to be drying. So that's why we do a combination of the oils and the butters. So one of those butters would happen to be the shea butter, and shea butter has one of the highest percentage of unsaponifiables that you could ever get your hands on. Additionally, the coconut oil. Coconut oil, I opened this. When I tell you guys, it smells like coconuts. It smells like you have chopped a coconut open, and that's what you got in here. Typically, the coconut oil I get has been refined. Historically, this is unrefined coconut oil. So we're going to get all of the benefits from that. Additionally, in here, we have our olive oil and our castor oil. And the olive oil is what's going to contribute that moisturizing and that conditioning to the skin. And the castor oil is just what I like to use. How about that? That's what we like to use. Additionally, we have our fragrance. And very appropriately, because I have been running on 1,000, this fragrance is from purefragranceoils.com. And it's called Relaxation. How apropos for this particular week that I have had. Additionally, when you're making your soap, you're going to want to have something to mix it and mold it and swirl it and twirl it and all of that. Hey, Amy, how are you? So we got our utensils there. If I had pearls, I would clutch them. I thought I was so prepared. Guess what's missing? My stick blender. Can't do well, you can still stir it without a stick blender. Some of the speakers that are going to be at the conference have been making soap for 30 plus years. And one thing that they said when we were talking was, yeah, I was making soap pre-stick blender. I'm like, the devil is a lie. I'm not standing there stirring with no daggone spatula. Hello, Dan. My condolences to you and your family. I am very, very, very sorry to hear of the sudden passing of your brother. But if it's any consolation, hopefully he's in a very peaceful place. But I know it takes a little bit of time. And James over in Scotland is saying he's got to get bed. More power to you. You're amazing. Like fantastical. Amazing. All right. We need a stick blender, guys. Let me grab one. Oh. And this is one of the most important parts when you are making your soap, and that is actually having everything laid out before you. Now, sometimes I mix and match them. Sometimes they don't want to mix and match. Yeah, that's not the right size. That's not the right size. But we'll get a video going. Will that one? Let's see. Will this one fit? Oh, look at God. It fit. Hey, Deetra. And okay, so we also do have a referral program because, like I said, our conference is about everybody winning. And so you can actually head over to summit.livesoapschool.com, and when you go there, you can join our partner program. And with our partner program, you can share a link, and if anybody buys from that link, we give you 15% of the sale, because we do recognize that a whole lot of people are in a weary state right now with how everything is going. Back in the beginning, here she goes, here, this is that historical perspective. Back in the beginning days of stick blender use, soap makers called it the soap maker's best friend. The stick blender itself was the soap maker's best friend? Well, I always say the spatula is my best friend. Yes, indeed. Hashtag winning. Everybody wins, guys. Every single person involved in this wins. All right. So what we're going to do first is measure out our oils and our butters. I've already measured out our olive oil, and I've already measured out the castor oil in here. To that, we are going to go ahead and measure out our shea butter, our palm kernel oil, and our coconut oil. And let's see, what's the recipe over here? Palm kernel oil, we're going to use 122 grams. And before you come on here with your nonsense about the palm oil, this is not that broadcast. This is sustainable palm oil. We're not killing no orangutans or none of that nonsense. This is sustainable. So keep your questions to yourself. The website, Deetra, I can put that up there for you. Bam. It should come up. I hope I actually put it on there. Yes, summit.livesoapschool.com. Alrighty. Oh. It's a little tight. It's a little tight, guys. Oh. And one other piece of the conference is that each speaker is identifying a local charity that is going to benefit from Corona, and a portion of the proceeds are going to be donated to that individual area. Did I answer your question? I hope I did. If I didn't, blame it on my mind and not my heart. Not my heart. The other thing that you're going to need is a scale. You're welcome, my dear. All right. So I think you got the address. You just scroll down to the bottom and you can join the partner program. Alrighty. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure out our palm kernel oil. And for this recipe in particular, we need 122 grams. And I don't know if you guys can see the color of this palm oil, but some of that color may impact our soap, which is what we want. But if you don't want that, then get over it. You can use some titanium dioxide. All right, what did I say? 122 grams, guys. Oh, we're at 134. I went over just a hair. Now I'm under. This is like when you're trying to pour like your lye, it'll be like a little bit over, a little bit under, a little bit over, a little bit under. Sorry, I'm missing your comments. Hey, Sylvia. Welcome, 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 my friend. Philly in the house. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing very, very well. I am it's amazing when you have the ability to help people to see what is possible that they couldn't even imagine. And then you start to understand. Sometimes you question yourself quite a bit. But not anymore. Not anymore. Philly in the house. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing quite good. All right. So we did the palm oil. The next thing we're going to do is our coconut oil. And like I said before, hello Lila. How are you? The coconut oil, you can actually smell the coconuts when you are opening it up, which is pretty cool. And for coconut oil, we need 102 grams. So I'm going to use a different spoon because I don't want to cross-contaminate there. What did I say? I always say the number, but then I forget what number I said, and I got to look at it a second time. Oh, that's not bad. That's 98 grams. And we appreciate you getting my spring cleaning done. Hey, Drea. Drea has got her ticket for the Soap Summit. I can't wait to have you, Drea. Drea is alumni for Live Soap School, which is pretty cool. And she said, you doing a conference? I said, I'm doing a summit. So there's a difference. Yeah, I went over. Dang it. I went under. Dang it. Right on the money. All right, so we got that. How are you? I'm doing good. Thank you all. I really appreciate all of you showing up. It's saying that we are at 117. So there are some of you that have not said hello yet, which is cool. I get it. You're probably a little shy. You're like, I don't want her to know I'm watching. Whatever it is, it's cool. But I appreciate you being here. And this is the coconut oil. Hope you are really well. I am. I had this idea of being able to share an industry that I love with everybody that has been connected with Soap Nation and beyond, and bring a whole bunch of speakers that I admire and I respect. And I'm getting the chance to do that. And so that is pretty amazing. Samantha is here saying, hey, good day, mate, from Australia. Good to see you, Jan. I'm so happy you're here. We also have Marlene checking in. Marlene is another one of our speakers. She will be talking about how to figure out if you are a hobbyist, a weekend warrior, or a true business owner, and what's the difference depending on where you want to go with your craft. Pulling you up on TV so I can relax and watch. Yes, guys, you don't have to watch me on your little teeny tiny phone because we're streaming everywhere. Pull me up on your smart TV, your Roku, your Fire Stick, your Apple TV. We're there too. All of that stuff. All right. Heck yeah, that's what I need. What are you doing right now? So right now, I'm telling you guys about the Virtual Soap Summit, which is hashtag more than soap. It is so much more than soap. And we are measuring out the ingredients for our luscious soap so that you can make your own soap at home. And I'm also inviting you to join us at the Virtual Soap Summit, where you can learn all natural skincare. We're covering herbalism, lotion making, bath bombs. How can I forget bath bombs? All of these things that you can do at home right now. We then take it up a notch where you actually learn how to leverage tools to grow your business online. A lot of people are getting nervous right now, like, oh my God, I have to close my store. How long is the store going to be closed? Am I going to be able to sustain? So this conference is put together to actually make sure that you have the tools, the experience, and the knowledge to actually be much more than that one product that you make. Oh man, I missed it all. Marlene is putting in a hashtag. You better know it. You better know it. Oh man, I missed it all. Okay, I got it. There we go. I'm caught up. So the last ingredient we need is the cocoa butter. Now, I got the cocoa butter in these blocks. They do come in smaller containers. This one is, can you make a scope on making hand sanitizer? Scroll up, me. Scroll, because there is one. I did one on Saturday where you can make your own hand sanitizer at home. I just got 50 gallons of alcohol, and I have fresh aloe leaves, so we'll do another one just because me asked for it. Hello there, Ollie. How you doing? Wow, TV is ahead of Facebook. Facebook, Yolanda throwing shade over there. You better catch up. You better catch up. So for the cocoa butter, we need 102 grams. Wait a minute. Oh, it's equal. I was like, wait, I just measured 102 grams. Did I mess up? No. We did 102 grams of coconut oil and 102 grams of the cocoa butter. I'm going to clear my scale out and bam, slice it down. Bam, slice it down. Ugh, couldn't get it. It wouldn't go. It's like, no, not going to do it. Not on duty, ma'am. That's definitely too small. Now, I'm cutting it. I like how that cuts. I like it a lot. Pour it in. You guys know my favorite social media meme. The person that I love to watch all over social media. He's known as the Salt Bae. And I'm going to try and reenact him as the Soap Bae. Natalie's not here, but she would, if she was here, she would say, hello, Soap Bae. But he does this thing with the salt, and he just drops it in, just like that. But I am way off. I need 100 grams, and I'm only up to 20. Dang it, Gina. Could you please repeat all the ingredients and weights? Yes, I will do it just for you, and it's also on the blog. But they are palm kernel oil at 122 grams. We also have olive oil, which is at 238 grams. Cocoa butter, which is at 102 grams. Castor oil at 68 grams. Coconut oil at 102 grams. Shea butter, which we haven't gotten to, which is at 47 grams. So I hope that helps. Cuts like, and it smells like chocolate. I actually tasted the raw cocoa pods in Ghana. I actually tasted them in the bush. We were in the bush, walking through. If you are on the Live Soap School page on Facebook, you'll see the picture. And so that's what makes this really special about using these particular ingredients, because I really saw it from the seed to the plant to the making to the actual boxing it up and meeting the people who make it, which I think is really, really awesome. The same time, energy, and effort that we put into making our handmade products, the people who make these oils and butters do the same thing. Do the same thing. And they do it with traditional methods. But the cocoa pod in particular, which is where this cocoa butter comes from, it's like a yellow flower off of a tree. And when you go through, they cut it open, and there's all these little, I want to call them seeds on the inside. But there is almost like a slimy feel to it. But when you eat it, it is the sweetest, freshest thing you have ever experienced. We almost there, guys. We're at 98. We need 102. So this should be it. I missed my opportunity to do Salt Bae. Soap Bae. There we go. Hey sis, long time. Do you make shea butter? No, but I do have some shea butter. If you go to the Live Soap School page and go to our soap shop, not only do we have the shea butter in stock, we also have this fancy soap maker apron. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool because sometimes you just want to do this. You don't want to do that on your clothes, but you can do it on your apron. All right, so after we do that, the next thing that we need to measure out is our shea butter. And we're going to use 47 grams. I did this the last time. I know that I need a knife for this one. Tell me I have a shea butter open. Let me see. Do I have a video I can play for you guys? Probably not. Probably not. And neither of my kids are within ear's reach. Do me a favor. Talk amongst yourselves. I got to get a knife because I forgot to open this one prior to the broadcast. Hold on. Oh, you know what? I think these do have the pull tab. Yes, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I forgot about that. There's a pull tab on here, guys. Let me show you. Like right here. And you see the knife I get, right? It's the biggest knife in my house. And so you do that, and then you can actually pull it off. I forgot. All right. And we said how much for our shea butter? 47 grams of the shea butter. And this batch is going to make 2.5 pounds of soap. So we're going to use our little silicone mold like this and add a little bit of color. We're going to do some pink and green in this particular batch. So I'm hoping that it comes out lovely smuvly. What's that? 37. That should be 47. We went a little bit over. We're super fatting it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to super fat the soap because we went a little bit over. We meant for that to happen. And so typically what I would do is I would melt this down in the microwave. But I figured we can just do the heat transfer method where we use the temperature from the lye solution to melt the oils and the butters. So let's see what we at. It's not that hot. I don't know if it's going to melt it. Melt it, smelt it. I'm not sure. So we're going to just go ahead and pour that right on the top of that, Johnny. And hope that it does its thing in terms of melting it. So I'm just going to put the the butters in and just use the spatula to kind of break it up and encourage it to melt them down. So while we're waiting for that to happen, tell me, we're all in the house, no matter where you are in the world right now. What are you doing to pass the time? If you're in the house with kids, how is that working out? Are you working from home? Talk to me because I need some ideas because you know I'm always trying to get something exciting going on. So what are you all doing during this self-quarantine? How hot should the lye be for the heat transfer? I typically like it to be at about 120. This was at 102. This was at 102. That's a good question. So it'll be a little, like right now it's like a gloopy, gloppy mess. But if you're a little patient with it, it'll come down. Lamar is reading. Okay. Are any interesting books? I'm reading a very good book right now. It is called Soul's Code, like your soul and how you find that gift and that talent and identify it. I'm also reading the story of Annie Malone, which is absolutely inspiring. But that's pretty much it. But I do work from home during the day. I'm also planning a summit. I'm planning the More Than Soap Summit. And then I'm also being mommy and homeschooling. So it's pretty daunting some days. It's like, really? Can I get a break? I just need a break. Moms don't get breaks. So if this had been hotter, the butters would have melted a little bit faster. But now I'm just going to use my spatula. Wrapping soaps for the 3rd day in a row. Forever Laundry. Cleaning and cooking for a picky 13-year-old. Yeah, my kids won't eat jack. Paige will say, as soon as I'll make it, she'll be like, that's not what I want. What do you mean that's not what you want? That's what you're going to get. She's going to say, I know. You get what you get and you don't get upset. Correct. So we're going to go ahead and encourage that to break itself up. Who's the maker of this? Cuisinart. You used to be my favorite, but you let me down. You know why? This button right here. That button will be the death of it. And here is the reason why. Us soap makers need both of our hands. And you see that? Now I have to stop and start again. I don't know. Somebody's little kid hands probably went in there and ruined it. Exactly. Junk food all day. My mom put a horrible name on it. She said parents are starting to find out that it wasn't the teachers. I was like, that's not what I'm saying, Mom. So I'm going to now go ahead and add in our castor oil and our olive oil. Almost forgot what it was. There we go. Retired, no kids. Yay. Hashtag sorry moms. I get it. Rub it in, why don't ya? I'm trying to make sure all of the oil is incorporated. It kind of looks like pudding. Unfortunately, the lighting isn't such that you are able to see it, but it's a beautiful consistency. Soup leftovers? I don't know what a soup leftover is. Or you mean soap leftovers? That's what we will do. We're going to add in our soap shreds to this batch. What consistency are you going for? Almost like a pudding. So this is the right consistency, but my butters have not completely melted. So I'm trying to use the stick blender to encourage everything to melt together. And I just want to check our temperature. Yeah, we're at 92. My kid's elementary school is going to parade tomorrow, but driving by. Oh, I've seen that on Facebook where some teachers were driving through the neighborhood just waving. Bonita is doing live soap school. Let me make sure I don't got stuff on my hands. Let me put it up here. Is doing live soap school 1 online college course, homeschooling my 8-year-old daughter, cooking and cleaning, and I'm still working full time. God bless all the healthcare workers. I mean, seriously, God bless them all. Hey, Jewel, how are you? Ugh. Gotta use a little bit of elbow grease, guys. No, we're gonna stir it. We're gonna stir it up. I'm going to play back the video to see how much ASMR action we get. How much ASMR is happening on this broadcast. So I thought I was going to add color, but that's not what I'm going to do. Remember we made those soap shavings in the other broadcast? No liquid oils in the recipe. Yes, we had the castor oil and olive oil. They were the two liquid. So let me show you the consistency. It's a pretty thick pudding-like consistency, and the only thing left for me to add is our scent. And like I mentioned, I got this one from a company called Pure Fragrance Oil, and I absolutely have been very fortunate with their products in particular in terms of them lasting in the soap. Sometimes you'll get a scent that smells really good, but then like 2 days later your soap smells like nothing. That is not the case with Pure Fragrance Oil. It's always like really, really clean. All right, and lasts long. So we're going to go ahead and add that in, and then we're going to get this baby in the mold because it does want to set up. And I don't want to I don't want to splash it. Don't splash it on yourself. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, must have missed that part. Yeah, I poured that in right after we got to like a thicker consistency. Bonita, are you going to be able to join us for the live soap along on Saturday? I hope so. Your cohort has a lot of people in it, so hopefully you'll get to meet them all. Haha, probably really busy now. It's not terrible. It's busier than it has been, but it's not like overwhelming. I think people are still trying to find what they can find at their local Walmart or whatever. But overall, it has picked up, which is always a good thing. What soap along on Saturday? In the live soap school dashboard, there are soap alongs for you guys. And our first scheduled one for this cohort is this Saturday at 12 o'clock. Yes, man. Drea, you ain't logged in. You ain't logged in. Because you wouldn't ask me that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and scoop this in. Because it has gotten pretty darn thick. And then what I'm going to do, remember those soap shreds that we had? I'm going to put those on the inside. And it's going to look like confetti inside the soap. Oh, yeah. We didn't start the fire. All that. All that stuff. And so, remember we had shaved down the ends. Somebody had asked how I actually clean my bars of soap. So we did a broadcast where we were shaving the ends. And as you can see, nothing goes to waste. We are now putting those shreds inside this batch of soap. So we get to reuse and recycle. Your shower steamers are a hit. We did those last DIY Thursday. Yes, they are, especially now. Especially now, those shower steamers. And they're so, did you find it easy to do it at home? Ugh, get it in there. Bam. Ugh, ugh, ugh. You got to talk to your soap, guys. That's the other key aspect and key ingredients. Aside from all of the amazing oils and butters that you put in there, you have to love it when you make it. It comes out in the wash, I promise. No, I'm not. My computer has been acting up. I'm getting another one. You can, yes, it is available on your phone. You can take the classes on your phone. Set up like a dream. Absolutely. All right. So we now have this like so. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add the remainder of those shreds right on the top. I'm going to pat her down. Pat her down. Wipe me down. Wipe me down. Wipe me down. Because I'm. All right. That's a different song. Shoulders, neck, pants, shoes. You guys know that song? You did eucalyptus and lemon. I can't make any more shower steamers because I overdid it. I made 15. I have enough for the next 3 weeks. Every single morning. I'm a bath person at night and a shower person in the morning. So I have enough shower steamers to last me for 3 weeks. Although, maybe I'll be able to take a couple extra on the weekend. Alright, so we're going to take a little bit more of these pieces to decorate the top of our soap. And that way we didn't have to add any color to it whatsoever. We're just using and recycling all of the soap shreds from the previous batches of soap. So these become the love on top of this loaf, which is pretty cool. And I just kind of use my finger to push it down a little bit so that when I go to cut it, it doesn't just fall off. So for that part, I'm going to use our little skewer here. And it looks like a party. Party, party, party like a rock star. Party, party, party like a rock star. I don't really like that piece in there. It doesn't do anything. It's yellow. The soap is yellow. Like, why have it? So one thing, when you are adding like the confetti in there, you do want to make sure that you tap the loaf of soap down, because what that will do is it will ensure that you, or it won't ensure, but it will help to prevent air bubbles. Hey there, Coach Tawana. No soap left behind. World of cornstarch. Okay, what am I missing? All right, so before I go, number one, here is the finished batch. We will be cutting this one tomorrow. This is made of palm kernel oil, olive oil, cocoa butter, castor oil, coconut oil, and shea butter. Everything that your skin will say, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But if you are just now joining me, my name is Zakia Ringgold. This is the soap that we made. And I am also the creator of the world's very first online virtual soap summit. where it is so much more than soap. I have several of my speakers here. It is a 2-day event where you will learn all kinds of bath and body products that you can make at home. So if you're looking for a hobby or something to do, if you're looking to start your business, or maybe you're already in business and you are a little bit nervous about the current state of the economy. You have no idea how to use these online tools. You have no idea how to actually bring what you used to do at a farmer's market and do it in your home. I've been doing it for 5 years, and I've grabbed a bunch of speakers who know exactly how to get you in a place where you can thrive, no matter if we are self-quarantined or out and about. So if you are interested, I hope that you will join us by going to summit.livesoapschool.com. And when you go there, join our partner program. So even if you're not interested in learning this stuff, you might know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody else that may benefit from a summit like this. We have a partner program where you earn 15% if they go through your referral. Additionally, everything that we're doing, 10% of the proceeds from all of the sales for this will be going to each one of those speakers' local designated community organizations to help with Corona. So if you are interested in becoming a sponsor, reach out to me at zakia@livesoapschool.com. And if you have any questions at all, you can hit me up on Facebook. You can hit me up on wherever. I'm there. I'm all over the place. These aren't locks. I did a 2-strand twist. They look like locks, don't they? Darn it. Girl, I need your energy right now. Talk to me April the 13th. Matter of fact, nobody talked to me on April the 13th. Jashika, good to see ya. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Someday, give a recipe for African black soap. The reason I don't give a recipe for African black soap is I don't have the plantain leaves to make true African black soap. I do have a ball of African black soap that I got while I was in Ghana, but I'm too afraid to use it because I can't get it again until I'm able to get back to Ghana, and who knows when that will be, thanks to #Rona. And Miss Cheryl LaBelle is giving me all kinds of congratulations. That's what I'm taking that as. And I would like to take a minute to read a chapter. If you're somebody who are trying to figure out how to make and how to sell soap and how to thrive, I highly, highly recommend the last book that I published, which is How to Make and Sell Soap, Answers to the Top 50 Questions. And before we go, I'm going to read just one chapter out of the book, or just a few paragraphs out of one of the chapters. And this is in my chapter on advice for new soap makers. And the first piece of advice I get is to create your own lane. When I first started making soap, I went where there were no other soap makers. While this was not intentional, this just so happened to be the way it worked out. This proved to be a very wise decision because there was nothing to compare myself to, and I created my own lane. I can't tell you how many times I see soap makers swimming up and down the same stream, attempting to make the same products and call it unique because they made it by hand. How many times have you scrolled Instagram and seen the same post that has the same picture of the same soap on the perfect background with the caption, skin loving ingredients? What does that even mean to your customers? What makes it special? They look pretty, but what's the story of the maker? Where is that in the photograph? If I see one more unique unicorn bath bomb, I'm going to scream. Where is the creativity in repeating someone else's creation? There is a fine line between inspiration and imitation, and sadly, many soap makers fall into the latter. I have always found enjoyment in the craft, and that's because I enjoy seeing what will happen. My tribe, all of you here in Soap Nation, is there right along with me for the ride. I'm not on a quest for perfection. I'm on a quest of discovery. That's what I share with my community and my customers, not picture perfect Instagram posts. And if you have been making soap for a while and it has become mundane or you lack enjoyment, ask yourself, what are you after with each batch? Is it affirmation that you can do it or validation from others? If it's not self-fulfillment or making the best soap that you can make, you aren't creating your own lane, and it's going to be difficult to get satisfaction. If you are somebody who is trying to figure out what are you going to do right now, I invite you to join us at the virtual soap summit, where it is so much more than soap. My name is Zakia Ringgold. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. I'm all over the internet. Bye, guys.